November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And up to the 30. Before they're able to knock him down.
84. It's a gain of 10. And a Packer.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Madison. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the Red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The pass.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. The gun. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man over the middle, and it's complete. That's good. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Number 88, incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
By the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down and 10 yards to go.
They'll set up to throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
The quarterback sacked. Loss of 5 yards.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. His throw incomplete. Out of the backfield, he was trying to get that to Alexander Madison. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 15.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
The pass.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Deep at the 22. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
taking it about the one. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Forced to the ground.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
2nd down and 10.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. They'll throw now on the final play. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain...
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you.
And got his man complete. Yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction. Now Davis fumbles it. He's got room. And now look at him go. The 30, the 20, 10.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like? When you realize the ball is loose.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And it's third down.
They're going to look to throw, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
8-yard pickup.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
To Steven Sims.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, he'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Past the 20. 10.
They don't know. It's okay.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Garden would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Number 84.
11 yards there, 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The throw taken in by Sims.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
To Steven Sims. A 2-yard gain on
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it with Madison. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and he'll go underneath here to Breida. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Well, dump off here complete, and this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time, now they double it and get 10 here. So it and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down, Packers.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. And he's going to go down again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to loft one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Set to kick off.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he's got it at the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Sanders for the extra point.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Over the middle to Smith. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
22-yard line.
It's caught inside the 5. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
56. Packers.